I'll be taking a length of toilet paper in my pocket just for emergencies. Thought those turret things were on the outside, but maybe there's different. Oh, well, it's obviously the right side.
Honestly, I thought I'd just throw a blue behind it when we get the line up and shoot an element, and then that would become the basis for the painting that we pin into it.
Right. Oh no, it doesn't look like the road's quite centred, does it? It looks like the whole thing should slide over. As Gandalf comes here, the camera will start dollying, and it'll eventually dolly and pan off the wall and through to the thing there. But yeah, okay, good. Well, it'll be good. It'll be great. It'll actually make it a really good shot.
I think so.
A really nice shot. Yeah. Okay, good.
I think we're late getting away. I think we're a little late getting away. We need to just whiz another one.
Just to try and get in a bit tighter, but we might need you at the moment. That just the way that your staff falls, it goes across your face a little bit. So might need to either just hold it back slightly or to take it out slightly. We've been shooting for about 4 months now, and we finally get to start to do things with the villains. Like we've done a lot of shooting with the hobbits and Aragorn and our heroes, and it's great to finally get the dark part of the story on film to start to set up the sort of the opposition, as it were. So it's good. It'll be fun to do this stuff.
Alrighty, we are ready, folks. We're shooting this light.
This is a shot that reveals a flock of crows that had been sent out by Saruman to spy on the Fellowship, flying down through a hole in the ground down into the caverns below Isengard. So in order to do this shot, we're using 4 different sets at different scales because the crows fly deep down into the earth, and these are caverns one layer below the next. So this is the first cavern. Above that, we've got a model of the ground plane, which is a much smaller scale. Come down into a much bigger set, which is this one. Fly down, swoop around through there, come out through a hole at the end of that set into another set. Fly out of that and into another set. And in that set, we have a live-action shot of Saruman shot on blue screen. In order to do this, of course, each set has to have a mat at the end of it so that we can insert the set that's coming up in through the hole. So we essentially stack these things up from back to front. So essentially they're all stacked set, mat, set, mat, set, mat, all the way back up to the surface.
Well, the other one that's come forward. Adding the details takes quite a lot of time. We find that we need to add a lot more detail than what you might think just to get to the level of reality where even a lot of the detail becomes subconscious, but to the eye, that's when it becomes realistic.
This is a smoke reader that we use to determine exactly the density of smoke and also to make sure that the density is kept constant during each of these passes, because the passes take about 29 minutes to shoot, so we have to keep the smoke absolutely constant during that whole time. Now the reason for the smoke is that, of course, this set is representing something that's extremely large. And in order to get the feeling that things that are actually only maybe a meter away are actually 15 meters away, we have to build some kind of atmospheric perspective into it. And that's done by shooting the very light hazing of smoke over the whole set. So we shoot it in the clean air, and we also shoot it in the smoky air. And then when we put it together, we can combine those. So when we're far away from something, it's quite hazy. And then as we get closer, we can dissolve from the smoky pass to the clear pass. So you have the feeling that you're traveling much further than you actually are. It's a basic trick of miniature photography to try to create the feeling that something's a lot bigger than it really is.
Attack me. What? No, attack me. I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah. You attack. First year, second year, third year.
Not too much trouble. If they get too much trouble, you just pick them up and they can't do anything.
No, you attack me.
Attack, you attack.
Well, I can't see them actually having a sword and going clang, clang.
They might have to occasionally, but as you say...
Or maybe run up on a piece of wall so it's the same height.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, you could do that.
We could get him doing that.
All right.
The two to the left, you two, you have to cower against this, and then Sam says, "Get back, you villains." I forget the term, but anyway, get back, you so-and-so. Okay?
Yes, sir. Get back here.
Wow. Bad backward fall. You'd look where you were going and then you went back like this.
Okay.
Hey, come on. We put your...
Give him another mat. Oh, see that? Give him another.
Excellent! Okay, that's good. Half him up. Great. Not so great. We've got to do another. It was almost great, but not quite. Gentlemen, to make it work better, crowd him, right? Fuck it, wrong place. 5, 6. Yep. That's why it's high. Yep. I want your head to touch back. Yeah.
On his spring.
Come on now.
Okay, try
Go
it.
ahead, go.
Right, yeah.
Go on. Boom!
This works out well where you can sort of probably not use the masters very much too as well. Yeah. Which is going to be quite good, won't it?
If you don't use the mouth, then what about your eyes? Do you reckon it will be contact?
No, that'll be fine. I mean, we'll just have a look at the footage, but I think we're not gonna notice. I think we'll be sufficiently far away. Yeah.
Really?
I think you'll be okay. I think this will be better than a mask, won't it? Yeah.
Martin, you look just like him. You lucky man.
Like, wow.
So can we just strip everybody? Strip everybody down to their jackets and keep the trousers on.
Stand in the line, act like you're going to wait for the bus. And then when I say mingle, you mingle, but don't cross the line. Because then you lose points.
Roll camera.
Hey.
Set.
Your call, sir.
Okay, and if you could, if you just do a little bit of, rocking around.
It's nice to see you. You look like a kind of...
Maybe let's...
How's the missus?
Good, man. Good. Right.
Hello. Right. What's your problem? What's your problem?
Well, what up, Pete?
What's up?
I'll show you. Let me demonstrate. Okay.
Continuing on doing
So
this
we all start here, right? And just go across to here, and then and be looking around left and right. It's very bizarre, isn't it? It's a good one for the old DVD.
I gotta take mine with me when I leave.
Do you want me to let 2
My name's Katrina Talbot, and I'm the back half of Bill the Pony. We have to actually have a bit of practice on every terrain because it's different in the snow and in the mud and on the mountainside and in the swamp. We started with an agency in Wellington Actors.
Okay, can we have a bit of room, please?
She said if we wanted to get involved in stilt walking, then we got called in to do Bill the Pony.
What we're going to do, you can see where these footprints go up the hill here. When we're all ready, we're just going to have you walking up the footprints, following in single file. And when Michael, who's playing Gandalf, gets to the end of the footprints, he stops, and everybody will position everybody behind there, and that's our starting position. Huron is then who's playing Frodo, is going to be doing a little fall and a roll down the hill. Vigo's going to jump out and grab him, And then if we can just run the scene. Now this is just a wide shot, and we're only going to need the basic big movement, so don't worry about dialogue. As he falls, and then you take it. And you're going to fall to your right and roll. And fall, Karen.
We've got the scene where we're walking through the snow. Using this product, we can make something that people can walk through. And if you leave it overnight, it'll get very stiff. And then we can use it for other bits of snow. And they use it to insulate houses. It's amazing stuff. It's the best snow we've had.
I'll be full of snow on the day and making an avalanche down here full of our foam snow. The actors will be going along the top of the set and creating an avalanche for them to be buried in.
So you see them looking up going, what the hell? And the veil of snow comes down, You're not quite sure what's happened. You see Gandalf be pulled off the rock.
The simulated snow is a rice-based product. This is just light and environmentally friendly and doesn't seem to hurt your eyes. The rest of all the dressings are different products, the waxes and different foams and paper and Dacron.
But apparently there's MSG and rice, which can't be true. Basically, it's like takeout.
Hi, I'm Jamie Selkirk, post-producer and supervising editor on the show. I'll just pop you in here and show Pete's trailer while he's away on location. Come on in. Look at this. Widescreen, 34-inch flat-screen TV, audio cassettes, amp, SVHS player, DVD player, and SP Beta player. Pete can come in here when he's got a little bit of downtime while they're setting up a difficult shot in the studio or location. He can come down here, he can play his rushes, slip takes, or he can look at any other sort of his favourite movies. So we'll just sit down here and take a wee nap on his couch, and we'll run one.
When's the couch coming, John?
Well, we're talking about it.
Well...
Should be soon.
No one should expect me to come in here and cut without a couch. Just tell Jamie if he wants me to turn up to look at anything. There should be a couch here. Hey, Monday's good. Monday sounds good.
Sam, start coming down.
Kieran's birthday, what was it, on Tuesday?
Tuesday,
On
yeah.
Tuesday, it was Kieran's birthday. Yeah, so he's a very old man, so we have to treat him very gingerly. It's not his size. Some people think his height makes him delicate. It's not, it's his age. He's an old man. Look at the chiseled, the etched, the years of experience found on Kieran's face. And later you'll be able to see him wearing all of our faces. Is that true?
Yes,
have you tried me on?
Yes.
Does it feel extra good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Do you feel the dramatic overbite with my
I
my
did.
upper lip there?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Don't drool in that mask.
No, I won't.
Any particular shot, we're going to have a floating moon.
Yes.
On a scissor. And
like a moon. Oh, you mean a light? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants light coming in through the forest, he's screwed, yeah?
No, they can shoot down over here. They can light above the flags.
I think we're going to be working in here predominantly with Steadicam myself.
Yeah.
Obviously sticks at times, but I I think a lot of the feel of this really suits Steadicam.
Yeah.
And just in terms of, because it can be that slight kind of glidey kind of. I don't think it doesn't need the precision of crane and dolly. I don't think. It'll feel a little bit more loose, I think. Is Frodo at the back? Is it Sam in the front? Yeah. And on action, they'll just slowly come down. Let's put Brent there and the other two tallest in these two columns. Yeah.
Who's under that? Mark, morning, Mark.
Okay, so the concept here, guys, there's going to be a lot of wind and a lot of noise, and we're not going to be able to talk to you. So when you hear action, which is a toot on the air horn, and then one step at a time, very slowly, like you're in a funeral procession, you just start to move down towards the hobbits, okay? Hello, Jan. So can you just prepare me a memo to the art department, please? Can the memo just say that Peter wants to see designs and sketches of all hand props before they appear on set?
Absolutely.
And that Boromir's bag that was presented to me today is rejected as a piece of design.
Boromir's bag?
Boromir's bag is rejected as a piece of design. I don't like it.
Okay.
And that Boromir will need a bag within the next 2 or 3 days, I guess, so that they better come up with some ideas.
Do I have my bag at this stage?
Yeah, minus any temperature.
We'll drop that down on final.
Because I don't know if I have it at the Moria Mines.
Houston, we are go.
When you give roll camera, there'll be 10 seconds rolling, and then Richie will give the cue action. Pete will take his cue and start the air ratchet out the side, which will first pull the door frame and lintel out. Richie will take his cue from the action of the rocks. When Richie starts on his novel, there'll be 10 separate explosions quite quickly. They'll both be as loud as a .22 gunshot, but it will reverberate in here.
Speed on 8.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, action!
Let's do one more of those, just for luck. It was great.
There's lots of good fake reverbs, but nothing can beat this. Real thing. Just wanted to get out of the office. Well, I want to hear it from wherever, just what it's like. If you want to just, we've got a sequence of cave troll voices that Peter has listened to and likes. We're going to try to play those through the speaker here and get the natural ambience of the tunnel. Mostly that'll be used for off-camera shots in balanced tune.
Hey, Dave, do you want to power that thing on?
On now.
It's on?
Is it pretty loud? No, it's just pretty scary. Can you get any more out of it?
Once the workshop have finished the physical sculpt, we bring it over into the digital world, and the way we form that bridge between the physical model in the workshop and the digital model here in where the digital is with the 3D handheld laser scanner. It's what we use to get the model into the computer.
In the old days we used to animate, just one frame, frame A to frame Z, and that was it. You wind up spending as much time probably animating a scene as you would doing it in stop motion, or maybe even more time. You spend that time refining the work and making it as good as you can make it, rather than just slowly, carefully, walking the tightrope of stop motion, where you go from frame A to frame Z.
But Gimli backs into there. The cave troll thinks, right, I've got him. There's nowhere to go in there. He can't dive. The cave troll comes for him with his hand, and just as the hand's coming towards Gimli, then
except for the two hobbits jumping on the troll's back, really most of the scene up till that point had been played on the floor and not on the mezzanine or on the second level, right? But getting into the set before the set was even built, when it was just built in the computer, I found that, if we get a lot of battling going on the second level as well as the first, you'll be at troll eye level, which is kind of neat, because everything in the storyboards is sort of looking up at him the whole time.
Now, what I think would be good to try and, depending on how long this lasts, is that the full length of it, is it?
Yeah.
It'll probably be about half that length.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be a woof.
Yeah.
Seems like Aragorn would come from there and just get him in the flank.
Sure. Once you have that basic choreography in the miniature digital set, what you could do was then put on virtual glasses and see that choreography from the point of view of a camera you were holding in these glasses. So you grab the camera and you run around, and suddenly you're in the set with this big troll, and you start covering it like a news cameraman, basically. And he wanted it to have a sort of slapdash, non-compositionally oriented feel, I think. Feel like it's like everything's being grabbed. What's challenging about Peter is his dumb ideas, because he said, let's have Legolas, run up the chain and jump over the troll. And I thought, that's really dumb. But, and I wouldn't have come up with that. So let's see if there's a way to stay with that and not talk him out of it, because sometimes you'll hear something that's out there, but and just say, oh, that won't work. But I've seen enough of Peter's work to know that A, he's out there, and B, he usually makes the out there stuff work. We get on the set, and Jeff Murphy's directing it. They're setting up to do Orlando running across this thing. And just as they're getting set up to do the first take, I said, Jeff, listen, why don't can we just have him grab a moment in the center and pull an arrow and try to fire it into the guy's head, because that makes him more aggressive than just acrobatic. And he can try to fire it into the troll's head, and the troll will knock him off before he can fire it, right? And so we'll see if we can talk Peter into that. So we did, And then Peter thought about that for a while. He said, no. What we're missing is him actually firing it bouncing off his head, and then him jumping off to get another shot at him, right? So that's sort of how that's sort of how the collaboration has worked. I'll have an idea, then he'll have an idea that tops that, and I'll have another idea that tops that, and he'll have another idea that tops that. So they just keeps building, you know.
Okay, here we go. Straight into one, please.
The thing that we were told by Randy and Adam was to make him not evil. You know, they wanted him to be more like an animal, like a pit bull, where this is what he did well, was destroy things. And so at the end, they kind of wanted you to feel a little bit bad for him, that the Fellowship kind of had to kill him, but he wasn't like a raptor or somebody who's just pure evil trying to kill you. So at the end, Adam Valdez did the shot where he gets an arrow in the mouth, and you kind of feel like, oh, that poor guy, So that was the kind of direction we got from them.
They've got to defend themselves, and the only way they can stop him is by finishing him off. But that doesn't mean it's a great cause for celebration when they do finish him off. And I frankly don't mind if the audience feels a little bit dirty when it's over.
Being given the Balrog as the first creature I had to texture was quite intimidating, considering it's the main nasty creature in film 1. We had the big maquette hanging on the wall that was beautifully sculptured. We took that and photographed it, and I used that as the basis of the design for the way the wrinkles would flow over the body. Then I took photographs of elephant skin and used that to get the really fine detail into the surface texture.
I think we have a total of around 14,000 total textures on the Balrog, and it can be a lot of work to actually just merge the different layers together, especially with a creature like this that is self-illuminating. He lights himself from inside, essentially like he's on fire the entire time. So we needed to see the global amount of how much he could light up. And this is definitely taken to the extreme, and we have a couple of areas where he just gets white hot that we have toned down quite a bit. And then this is, of course, just half the creature, and then it gets duplicated to the other side, and it makes it faster for the texture painter to be able to paint that way and see what the creature is going to look like before having to do twice the amount of work.
Well, this is just the various views. This is the view that we've finally seen up on screen. And this is exactly the same moment seen from various different perspectives. You can twist your way around it to see how things are looking from various angles. A representation of where Gandalf is in the final thing there. The difficult thing that I've been finding with this shot is getting the transition between the Balrog coming forward in a threatening manner and the realization that the supports have gone out from under his feet. There's a kind of a moment in between those two ideas that's been a bit of a tricky transition to get.
When a set dies, it goes to set heaven. We have this person called the Strike Master. Grant Fahey comes along with his little elves and destroy it. It's a fast process, and they start from the top. They go to the bottom and sweep it out. It's all over. Tragedy.
This links us to the satellite. We send UHF over about 3 kilometres, and then we send a satellite, God knows how long that goes. It goes to Wellington, and then it goes into space, and then it comes down again and goes to 𝕃𝕆𝕝𝕝 at the moment, because that's where the other guys are. And this, come with me, I'll show you. Oh. Nope. I just remembered we've got Peter with us today, so we don't have to send it anywhere. That would be stupid.
Kate Blanchett is travelling this way to walk across the river.
Hi. Now you've got to go back the way that we come in the mornings, and you'll see the first set of cones, and there's a couple of lights there come straight through the first path.
Bring Kate in, but we have to drive her in. So Missy is establishing the cleanest way to get Kate to set.
I think Galadriel's all a bit poncy and a bit overexcited with her status. We don't all need boats. You could have got the bus, use public transport, or the subway.
The thing about Peter Jackson is he'll never ask you to do something unless he's done it first. So he's going to go in the water now. Mr. Frodo!
Let's sit him down and have a look at his foot. Mikey, where are you? Let's sit him down and have a look at his foot. You want to sit on the bench or do you want to sit on a chair?
We can go to a chair. No, it's fine. Oh, right, kind of thing. Yeah. Have a seat. Just there was a stick pointing straight up in the water, and I just landed right on it.
Right.
Careful, careful. Just,
Yeah, now it's bleeding too, so...
yeah, it's hurting back. I mean, I don't know how...
Bottom of the foot and just peel it back so that we can get at the wound.
Good? You should probably elevate the leg more. It's not too high. What hurts? I actually had a premonition right before we start shooting that I was going to get hurt, but I thought I was going to get hurt jumping over the log.
Jumping over the log?
Yeah. Well, no, I did. Careful, gentle.
There we go. Looking like you're probably going down.
Oh my God! Doesn't, yeah. Right. It's a lot of blood,
So
man.
Mike will get a
It's a lot of blood.
I'm probably going to need about 3 or 4 stitches there.
This stuff?
Yeah, Mark.
Is this official? Can you get us out of here?
No, it's stinking.
It's going to be sore, but you know, it should be all right. It's an hour and a car to 𝕝𝕝𝕝, and it's 20 minutes here to get a chopper here, and probably only 10 minutes to 𝕝𝕝𝕝.
Yeah, we'll go for that then.
Yep.
Wait, I gotta be able to see the camera. I gotta see the camera. Don't block the close-up during the trauma.
Feel a screw going. Feel a screw going deeper and deeper into your shoulder. Now we should do a bit of a rehearsal with Sean, just practicing
with his arrow.
Getting used to the arrow. Getting used to being a man with an arrow.
Taking out other people's
All right,
lives.
stay clear, everybody. Stay clear.
Everybody keep clear. Whatever you do, keep clear.
And then I could have the Iroquois just like this with the pom-poms cheering me on.
Get there.
Ow! Go see you. Go let's. Idiot.
Here's a better.
Aragorn running.
Cool.
Well, see, he goes to the left.
Oh, so he does that.
His head off.
In cutting the action at Amenhen, the climactic battle at the end of the film, together, there are a few things the editor asked for. He noticed we needed a close-up where Aragorn registers, after killing Lurtz, he registers that his compatriot Boromir is dying, and he needs a moment to go from victory to tragedy, and he runs off Boromir. So we want to pick up that moment. And then we also want a moment where Merry and Pippin realize they're about to be captured. There's a point of view of Uruk approaching them.
As you get into Ritchie, come down like this, and then like you're going down. Because they're down here.
I want it to look like you're coming right at the camera to pull. Actually, quite a lot of effort to be able to do this. and I find myself conflicted. But right now, finishing the movie seems to me to be the most important thing, and helping Peter out in that fashion is appropriate on this film. It does take me away from a lot of other responsibilities I have.
Raise your thoughts. That's it.
Like that.
He's mad. Saying goes off shooting his own film. There's very little relationship with the one that we're making, but we have to keep him humoured. We have to keep him feeling happy and good. So we just give him a camera and a crew, and he's as happy as Larry. He stays off our backs. It's a brilliant scheme.
You going? Yeah. That was great. Much better.
Yep.
Oh, Vigo.
Sorry. Hey, Vigo, are you on camera? No.
Yeah.
We could have used him. Hey.
Waiting any second, they're going to say I have to go back to work. The more variety you give them in terms of what you do in takes or what you offer the other actor, the more chance of something interesting happening. If you don't do anything thinking, well, they'll never use it, then you're giving them nothing. And when we're going at the rate we're going here, it doesn't seem like it here. I am fishing and all that, but that's because I'm waiting between shots. But we don't have much time to get it really right, so the more you can throw out there, the bigger the better. I think I better go learn my lines and forget about this for a while.
For killing machines, move forward with the intention that you're going to kill. So keep it fluid, not stilted. Give it the best you can. Thank you.
We have to deliver PG-13, but what I would hope is to make it a relatively hard PG-13, so it shouldn't be surprising if the first cut that we present gets an R rating and we have to go back and trim some shots. That would be the desire, so that we get a PG, but only just sneak in, as it were, by having to trim some shots. And then, of course, whatever we trim can go in the DVD edition.
You've got very tight eyelids.
Yeah, eh? Oh, it's going in now.
How's that feel?
Beautiful.
Just keep on looking down. Oops.
That's good. Lift the bottom down. Good one, Bart. Can you open your eye, or is it too much?
No, it's fine.
It's fine, he says. Hey, let's have a look. The freak fun.
You'll arrive, the others will arrive behind you, Thomas will arrive, and then go. So you're only probably on there for 2 or 3 seconds. And we'll make sure once they'll come straight behind you, and we'll make sure everybody stops safely. People should just move in and grab a goblin.
Yeah. Grab a goblin.
Grab a goblin.
The only difference between our background and our hero costumes for our goblins are pretty much as the hero lightweight chainmail, which was conceptually thought and designed and produced for this particular film. It's a chainmail that's 1/5 the weight of steel, so the character's able to wear the costume for a long period of time without feeling any fatigue from any exhaustion or weight.
Well, this is chainmail, lots of it. This is a Moria Orc suit that I'm working on at the moment. There's 13,000 rings in one of these suits when it's finished, and it takes approximately 3 days to make up one of these suits. Some of the other suits are considerably more because the mail is a lot finer.
Here I am putting together plastic rings, and I love it. Absolutely mad as a meat axe, but I love it.
And for me, it's been about 5 months of non-stop. Just calluses on the ends of the fingers. but we'll get there.
Welcome to the bubble.
Welcome to the bubble.
This has been our home for what, the last year?
2 years.
No, we only had the bubble for about a year.
And the hostage.
Oh, and the hostage, yes, we can't forget the hostage. He still hasn't coughed up his secrets.
This is 5 million rings that we've put together, which is 10 kilometres worth of chainmail if every ring was stood on its edge. The only reason we know this is because the amount of materials that we've ordered through the supplier comes to 10 kilometres worth. There's twice as much chainmail as ever was originally asked for. And you can imagine how we felt when all of a sudden all these stunties are wearing chainmail at Helm's Deep and giving it absolute death. And sort of standing there thinking, well, I hope it all holds together, because it was never originally planned to do that. And so far it has.
With the guys.
I'm just going to wash the blood off this one.
Right, just do it once more. Let's just do it once more.
Turn around, yep. Turn around.
In the stomach.
Yep.
The stomach. There, there. Gotcha. Big feet.
Right, John?
Yeah.
Well, this afternoon we've got the pleasure of Christopher Lee's company.
Take two.
Quite a few of his scenes with some really bad background noise, fans, you know, humming. So he's coming in to do his ADR, or looping, as they also call it, to replace his dialogue lines.
Power.
Greatest power. No, I think it's power.
You want more?
I think power is the word.
3 rings for the elven kings under the sky. In a sense,
Most famous.
is the most famous quote of the whole
It is.
work.
And not only that, the way that you
7 for the dwarf lords and their horses stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the dark lord on his dark throne in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. I mean, that's so famous.
It is.
In Moria, we translated a text that Philippa and Fran wrote that are based on the scenes of Moria, and the text was translated by David Sallow into Dwarvish.
Just to fill you in on a little bit of musical history, Billy once did have a trumpet tree which he planted in his garden.
Yeah, it was a lovely thing to see, but the council came and rooted it out.
Premix mode, it's like we're building a house, you know, we're sort of going through all the different sounds and all the different ambiences.
I think you just have to punch it up a little bit.
Hundreds of different tracks, and sort of deciding how that they should be juxtaposed to the film. For us, it's where we get to see the film sort of blossom into, take a whole new dimension into what it ultimately is going to be as this wonderful experience.
Peter was actually the sniffing of the wraiths. So Fran is the screaming and Peter is the sniffing.
We had 2 recorders going on our first scream, and neither one of them could take it.
No, I know. It's amazing that she hit some frequency which is really disturbing.
Yeah, on a level too. Because we were standing across the room, and she just like went. You just felt my hair go. And paint was peeling.
This is certainly not another movie. There's a lot of us are sort of really made a lot of sacrifices to be able to be on this picture because we all believe in it so much.
Welcome to Rivendell, Frodo Baggins.
Have it all finished in a week and it'll be a release. It'll be 1 down, 2 to go. But I will have a little break, so I'm sure I'll feel much better after the break and launch into the cutting of film 2.